how the school system can be improved. So with children, we project our version of reality onto them from an early age. And children are unprogrammed beings. So if we're programming them, who programmed us to program them? Okay? So instead of programming them with our version of reality, let's nurture their version of reality, their thoughts, their ideas, their goals. Let's see what they lead to. So in a classroom environment, instead of getting them to read from a book and just learn what the state says that they need to learn, which hardly any of it gets learned in later life, gets used in later life, how about we ask the kids what they are interested in, what they want to learn, what they want to know. One kid might decide he wants to learn about animals. So we put the experts in the school that can nurture their specific need. So for example, if a kid wants to learn about animals, he gets into discussions with a zoologist. If a child wants to be likes rocks, he speaks to a geologist. If a kid wants to be Superman, like most kids want to be Superman, he can speak to a gym instructor and see how he can learn how to develop his physical strength. A PE teacher, for example. If a kid likes numbers, he speaks to a mathematician. If a kid loves poems, he gets an English teacher. What direction that could lead in is a much brighter future than if we just get kids to read from books and they can't wait to leave school because they're fed up with these books and they just go into low paid jobs and just continue doing something that's unrelated to what they ever wanted to do or ever dreamed of, and they just stay living on this low frequency. Whereas a kid that wants to study animals and speaks to a zoologist, he goes to Africa and conserves the existence of lions or rhinos in the world. Imagine what the world would be like if the school system was like that. If kids sat round in a classroom in a circle instead of sitting on individual desks, all segregated from one another, usually in certain groups. Usually the segregation begins from an early age, so they never get to learn how to connect with the person that's completely different from them. Sit them around on a round table and say, kids, what do you want to learn? What do you want to learn today? Let the kids be the teacher and let the teacher give back to the kids what they want to learn about. Imagine that. Just think about it for a bit. I think the way the current system works, it's been around for centuries. It's a programming. The kids that don't do well with these books usually end up with unpaid jobs. But I've met people in unpaid jobs that got great creativity in certain areas, and they said, "Oh, I always wanted to be this," or "I always wanted to do that." Or maybe if we are in a school system where we actually listen to the child instead of just outgoing, like an outgoing radio to the child, how about there's a two-way connection? I think there's be more peace, harmony in the world if we start it from an early age and we stop the programming. Okay, thank you.